The Washington Post is reporting on a hilarious fail by evangelical pastor Franklin Graham. So he recently worked himself into a tizzy because he realized that his bank, Wells Fargo, was supportive of gays. And of course this outraged him because he's a silly human being. So what did he do in response? Well, he moved his millions of dollars to a different bank. Now, let's reflect on this for a second, because, God, you have to be so brainwashed, and your moral compass has to be so fucked up to be so genuinely outraged over a company treating gays like human beings that you literally spend like a day or to spend time to transfer your money. I don't know how long you had to stay on the phone. I'd imagine moving that large an amount of money, there's a couple hurdles you got to jump over, internal hurdles within the bank and with other banks and whatnot. So he took time and effort to transfer all of this money. It just shows how backwards the thinking is. So what he did is he picked a new bank to put his money in called BB&T, only to find out the following, quote, BB&T received an 80% score in the Human Rights Campaign's Corporate Equality Index and hosted a same-sex couple's wedding reception at its Miami branch in February. The event was part of a fundraiser held in commemoration of the Legacy Couples program established during Miami's 2009 Gay Pride Parade in order to celebrate same-sex couples with a relationship of 10 years or more. That is so precious. I have a quote here from a spokesman for the bank. He says, "We support the individuals and organizations that broaden our perspectives and strengthen the diverse fabric of our communities. That's why BB&T is proud to be a part of this day of pride and celebration." So he moved from a pro-gay bank to a pro-gay bank. Here's why the story is great. It just highlights and proves something that we've known forever on this show. We've spoken about ad nauseum. This is how much research ultra-conservatives and Christians do. This is the level of research that they do. Like, I'm so angry that gays are treated like humans at this institution, I'm going to move my millions. And then you just take it and probably just fucking pick the closest bank. I'm going to put it here. I'll put it there. I know of that bank. Didn't even bother to do a fucking Google search. But look, what does that show you? It shows you how they act in other realms, on other issues. We've spoken about it time and time again, but take the issue of abortion. Somebody go talk to Franklin Graham today about abortions. What's he going to say? Well, the Bible's against abortion, and I'm against abortion because God's against abortion, and Jesus is against abortion. That's my story, I'm sticking to it. Really, asshole? If you actually read the Bible, and you look at the parts where it's mentioned, the Bible is for abortion. Not my opinion. Not my opinion. Every time I say that, I was like, what the fuck? Really? Yes. I remember Christian websites wrote articles about me the first time we did a story on this, and they just quoted me in the article. And they proved my point. Like, they're quoting me, quoting the Bible. And the articles just had a tone of like, crazy liberal. See what he said? God performs abortions. But they're quoting me when I'm quoting the Bible, and I'm giving the literal parts in the Bible. I fucking say it! And they didn't even realize that they didn't even provide a counter-argument. No counter-argument! They quoted me verbatim and were like, crazy. You're helping me prove my point. So, for example, there's one part of the Bible where God goes through Samaria, which is current-day Palestinian territories, and he rips out the fetuses from the stomachs of women. That would be God performing abortions. Performing them. Then there's another part where they just advocate for abortion, where a wife cheats on her husband, and then the Bible says give her bitter water if she's pregnant. Now, bitter water, it means poison water, and if she miscarries / has an abortion, that means that the baby was with the guy she cheated with. But if she drinks it and she's fine and she has a baby, the baby's yours and it's all good. So in other words, what's the lesson to take away from that? Oh, if your wife cheats on you and gets pregnant, get an abortion. See, this just shows how they think and how they act in all the different areas of their life. It doesn't matter what issue it is, doesn't matter if they're thinking of politics or economics or what have you. They don't do any research. They don't do the hard work necessary to formulate a worldview. They formulate a worldview based off of opinion and gut reaction, and the result is you end up getting angry because your bank is for gay people, so you move your money to another bank that's for gay people. Well done.